Unfortunately, the internet has not ceased to disappoint me, and this one is just the worst of it yet. If you guys know me, I'm no stranger to making fun of pedophiles on this channel. Matter of fact, there was a video on this channel that used to exist and got taken down because YouTube thought it broke TOS when it really didn't, and it was about me covering some dudes who beat the shit out of a pedophile, and the video itself doesn't break TOS, and I made sure of that, but they claimed it did because it was vigilante work when it really wasn't. That's not how that works, but okay. Either way, let's talk about a new pedophile. One that's actually in the area that I live in. Well, not exactly, but nearby. So, this is your run-of-the-mill pedophile, you know? Absolutely disgusting rat bastard. Looks like an Oompa Loompa on heroin, except there's one thing I want you to pay attention here. He uploaded 3 videos onto Snap that were child porn, and was arrested yesterday. Of the day of this posting is March 6th. He was arrested on March 5th. Not only did they find out he just had sent these 3 videos over Snapchat, he also had 19 other devices confiscated with suspicion on the fact that they are also housing more. More than likely, if this guy's sending it over and being as sloppy as he is, sending over Snapchat, it's more than likely he has plenty more somewhere else. So that's a very good thing. The thing is, his bond is $1,000. Pedophile who had child porn in his possession, who had child porn in possession and was distributing it, had a bond of $1,000. Let me tell you this right now. I could post that bond right now with the numbers in my bank account. The fact that a pedophile can post that with no issue. He's out right now. Let me make this clear. He is out right now. The fact this man is out right now. Look, the area he was arrested in is Mandan. Mandan, I'm pretty familiar with. It's in North Dakota. It's one of the major cities. It's one of the sister cities of the state between Bismarck and Mandan. This guy is out right now on the fucking streets. A guy who's a guy who was arrested on child pornography. Usually these circumstances have insanely high bonds, right? And I understand bond companies will still give you a good chunk of it, and then you have to pay like 10%, I think, yourself to the bond company or some shit like that, and then they make sure you go, whatever. Like, I know a bond company could have probably just gone to or had somebody go to post his bond, say we're higher. But $1,000 I can pay in cash right fucking now if I wanted to bond. Like, say I had, not that I was them, but say like I had a $1,000 bond because I fucking killed somebody, right? $1,000 bond. Obviously, you're not going to get a $1,000 bond, especially if you kill somebody, because now you're considered extremely dangerous to the public. Whatever. The fact that he's not considered extremely dangerous to the public is fucking jaw-dropping in and of itself. But to $1,000, 99.9% of the people I know would just be able to, okay, I'm out. What? A pedophile. A man who is a dangerous individual to literal children. This is a matter regarding children. $1,000? That is fucking abysmal. There's not really much that was else released on it, and that's kind of what's the most frustrating part about all this. And also, it's considered a Class C felony. And to kind of put this in perspective, Class C felony is kind of like the lowest felony you can get, I believe, where it's either 5 years maximum or a $10,000 fine. Yo, what the fuck do we need this guy to do? Like wait till he actually fucking hurts a child? If he's willing to distribute CP, what makes you think he's not willing to go act on that? And to anybody who, if there's a single person who tries to play devil's advocate here, be like, well, he hasn't acted on it and he's innocent until proven guilty. Shut the fuck up. This is not a circumstance of innocent until proven guilty. He's already been found with it in his possession. You're fucked. Well, we have to wait till trial. No, fuck you. This is a circumstance that this just doesn't fucking fly. Also, look at him. Come on. Like, let's be honest. This guy was predictable. We could have stopped this. Now, also, his hearing is on April 7th. That gives this man a whole month to fucking either run or whatever. This guy, look, I'll say it wholeheartedly. He's probably gonna run. People like this who are indefinitely fucked or like are gonna run. So, and honestly, here's what I hope he does, so that now he has he has a bench warrant for out his a bench warrant out for his arrest. I believe that's what they'll distribute for him if he misses his court date. And regards to the fact that it's a C-class felony, I think it could also be bumped up to something higher, some shit like that. So we can get like, okay, it was a C-class felony, but because you ran or didn't show up on your court date, you now have a bench warrant out for your arrest. But because of that, we could probably like just upgrade that C-class to a B-class. I don't understand the legal system sometimes where it's like, okay, there are some charges that will regard drug possession 5 years. So, and I'm not, look, I'm not fucking, like, I'm not taking no political stance. This is just pure logic. We are saying drug possession in most circumstances that can lead to 5 years. That's the maximum within certain drug possession charges, which will also be C-class. We are saying drug possession is legally viewed equal to fucking CP. I just hope to God the court system. Well, no, the court system already fucking failed. It put $1,000 on his bond. So never mind. I can't even hope anything for the courts. I just hope if this guy does happen to show up to his court date, this guy gets smacked with more and more charges. Because if it's just going to be this one Class C felony that more than likely is going to result in a fucking massive fine. Because if they put his fucking bond at 1,000, that means they don't really think what he did is too intense to the point where, hey, it's fine. He can kind of go free. What? And to put reference, these two cities, Bismarck, Mandan, they're pretty much interconnected. So it's not too difficult to go between both cities. Both of these cities are one of two things: what, either very old people retiring here, kind of just taking it nice and low, or two, people starting families here. Like majority of the people that I've seen in these two cities are fairly new families, like just fresh new parents, just had a kid, and a second one that just popped up like alongside of it. Like it's young families or old folk. That's really it. And the middle that's in between are kind of trying to move out. And that's kind of my circumstance here. I'm trying to move out of this place. This fucking guy is allowed to walk free in a city that is, I think there's, within the size of the two cities, which isn't much, I think it's like 4, 5, 6 schools, right? And all within pretty close proximity of each other. In a city this way, like if you look at the demographic of our city, there is probably more, children. There are elderly folk, but the city is like a retirement city. So keeping that in mind, the judge in this was, put it at 1,000. How do you let a man like that walk? I don't understand, genuinely. And I know there's like a legal limit to what you can put as a bond depending on the crime. I believe that's the case. I could be wrong, but with fucking just put it in your fucking head for a moment. If I was that judge, right? Okay, everybody could say like, oh, if I was that judge, I would have done this differently. Everybody's gonna say that, but genuinely understand this. The judge saw a man who was caught with CP and was like, I'll give you $1,000 bond, which probably you could pay off if you pulled your wallet out right now. Like, yo, I wish this on nobody's children, but yo, God for fucking bid, he happened to have something of a family member of yours or somebody you knew. Mind you, this is regarding children, so a child of a family member or friend you knew. Because if he had 19 devices, mind you, in terms of 19 devices for a single individual, I could probably name the amount of devices I have, and it's maybe at most 7 or 6 maybe. 19 devices that were confiscated because of suspicion of more CP is bewildering. They don't necessarily list what the devices are. It's just 19 set devices. That's... I'm rambling on this a lot, but it's so fucking disgusting. Like, yo, mind you, they're only going to confiscate devices that are more than likely to have it. They're not just confiscating like, give me your fucking light bulb, No, they're confiscating devices that can be used for storage on suspicion of this crime. So cameras, computers, laptops, hard drives, extended storage units, USBs, all that can count. So if they're taking those devices in particular regarding the crime, there is more than likely a lot more than just 3 victims in this case, or these 3 photos, not necessarily saying that they're individuals each, but if we're gonna take this at face value, it's safe to assume it's 3 individuals because of the 3 separate photos that he had sent over Snap. It's just fucking disgusting. I'm sorry, and I know this is a little bit more serious and a little bit more like grimy and down to earth than what I normally cover, but this is something that mainly because it's in my fucking area. This guy is out there somewhere. Like, yo, what the fuck? And I could tell you this, given the population of this city too, God forbid he finds the wrong man. Technically the right man, but the wrong man. This guy's dead. Like, genuinely. There's been so many circumstances in my area that I live in where, yeah, they pop these kind of dudes. So, hopefully he finds the right man, and in his case, the wrong man, and nature will take its course. And hopefully that wrong man's me. But either way, thank you guys for watching, and stay safe out there. Don't touch kids. Deuces.